Apparently, the San Francisco 49ers taking calls on Trey Lance and a potential trade is the quote worst kept secret since the combine, according to a current NFL GM, according to Jordan Schultz. Let's take a look at the full quote here because it is pretty interesting. Jordan Schultz put out this tweet not too long ago, and he says he spoke with a general manager today who's not in the market for a quarterback, making that context clear. But he goes on to say about the San Francisco 49ers potentially trading Lance, quote, John Lynch taking calls on Trey Lance was probably the worst kept secret since Indianapolis, which is the NFL Combine. I know they've listened. Lance is still young and on a rookie deal. He's pretty talented. Sam Darnold has tons of incentives in his deal, and Purdy has an elbow problem. I think it would take a pretty strong offer to get Lance. The reason why this is interesting overall at the end of the day is simply more about that this is the worst kept secret since the NFL Combine. So that means these conversations have been ongoing. Mike Florio of Pro Football Talk has been reporting since the NFL Combine that the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings have had trade conversations about Trey Lance. So clearly, the San Francisco 49ers have been doing their due diligence around this particular topic for some time. So it again is going to be fascinating to see if anything ultimately comes from this. If the San Francisco 49ers get an offer that makes them feel justified in moving, but it does sound like the San Francisco 49ers have been having these ongoing conversations for a long time, making it more serious in regards to a potential Trey Lance trade. That's why when Ian Rappaport came out with his carefully worded tweet about this potential subject, it's starting to again connect the dots in regards to this going on for quite some time. And it could mean or potentially foreshadow a potential trade. But we really don't know. And there is a ton made of trades that never happened. Just like last year when Debo Samuel requested a trade and ultimately nothing ever materialized, and the San Francisco 49ers ultimately extended Debo Samuel to a big time contract extension. So just because the San Francisco 49ers are listening and clearly having these conversations still doesn't ultimately mean Trey Lance gets traded. But I think it's abundantly clear that this is something that we have to pay attention to until the draft. Hopefully, the draft comes and Trey Lance is still on the roster, but that feels like the next deadline for a potential move. Let me know. Do you think Trey Lance gets traded or is he here for the next couple years? Let me know what you think in the comments below and make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.